Sorry, heat 4, no, it is round 4 action, heat 3. And this is a big one. Adriano de Souza, he's just seen Mick Fanning progress directly through to the quarterfinals. He's up against John Florence and Jeremy Flores, who's after his best ever finish in the Quicksilver Pro here. It's been a tough one for Jeremy on Adriano de Souza. And Owen right now to maintain pace, and this wave ridden during the break.
Adriano de Souza sizing up this wave, looking for that thing to back off. Opens up with a really nice carve, wow, and mixes it up with a nice snap. Make that 2 snaps, and adding some zest right there, a little layback hammer. And Adriano de Souza in typical dramatic fashion, landing that last maneuver. So what a start for Adriano de Souza. And John Florence, always loose, really likes to whip into those carves, so different and unique. Great little vertical snap there, but that wave closes out, so a huge advantage for Adriano.
And we also had a wave for Jeremy Flores too during the break. This is his second ride. He had a 2 on his first. Nice big backhand float there.
And so not only is the tide perfect, the wind is perfect, but this swell maybe even boosting up a little bit.
World number 2, Adriano de Souza, on his very first wave, a 9.57. And that's bold from the judges, because with John Florence in the water in the lineup as we go to the judges' perspective here.
So this is kind of up high, and again we're looking into the wave, which always dilutes the action a little bit, but you can still see all that zest from Adriano de Souza. Again, I love those snaps. He had a lot of speed and just slightly more on the offense, and that allowed the judges to really be free with that score. You know, he showed a lot of commitment. Here we go.
De Souza, again, this is his second ride. Driving into the lip. Really putting a lot into these turns. And mixing things up as he drifts the tail on that last maneuver. It'll be a decent backup score. And a great start to the heat for the Brazilian.
That's all you can do, really. You can only think about what you've got in front of you. You can't think about surfing a final when you're only in the quarters, you know. So, you know, it's just about, you know, I felt like I'm building and feel like my surfing's getting a little bit better, and hopefully, yeah, just come finals day I can peak and yeah, put on another good performance.
And then after 2 heats that have been pretty stressful and
under pressure, in fact, I think especially the last 6 months, he's kind of been showing up for game time. I think he relishes under pressure moments, but this wave a little tricky on the outside. That's why he was relegated to those cutbacks. And then you know, this inside, I like that there's more water on it. It's getting a little more friendly. It's producing. He's just re-engaged.
Well, here we go. Let's see if John Florence can switch on here. Throws his board vertically into the pocket on that first turn. Goes down. Do kind of, I guess, drop the ball a little bit. That unpredictable approach. And if you can get those big moves done, I think you're a good chance at overcoming those guys, and you'll get those big rewards. As we see de Souza now taking off. Big low bottom turn into a drifting top turn. Bit more power in that second maneuver. And really has some great flow and flexing that repertoire at the moment, finishing with a clean floater on the inside. Looking to improve on an 8.33. Might go close.
Well, you talk about
trying to say, if you're going to try and rail surf it out against Adriano and Mick, it's going to be difficult because they're in great touch at the moment. As we see Jeremy Flores on his 4th wave, looking to get himself back in this heat and out of combination. It's a long running wall, but you can see Jeremy just a little disappointed. That wave's kind of flattened out and then shutting down on the inside sandbar. John Florence.
Oh, we're talking about the ace up John's sleeve, and there it is. Wow. Actually kind of a messy exit there out of that air, but he ended up riding out of it. So for sure John ideally would have liked to have landed more clean into the, you know, a full reverse, but nonetheless he is such a bionic man. It's crazy how noodly he is, and he's able to, I mean, watch the pressure he puts on the front end of his board. That is wild right there. He just refuses to fall. Those long limbs, those long legs just fish that board back under his feet.
It's just a complete crowd pleaser, but it'll be interesting to see how it scores with the judges. They like to see that control as you ride out of those maneuvers.
Yeah.
And the numbers come through. It's about to drop as we see John up once again. Just mowing over Jeremy Flores there between turns. and building some speed. Looking for something big on the inside. Hope for a ramp as he takes to the air. Great rotation, but can't stick this one. His last ride came through at a 6.43.
I would have gave that a 7.
Well, here we go. 5.5 minutes to go. Adriano de Souza. Well, that wave was never going to factor into his top 2. He's trying to drop an 8.93. Amazing just how high his first 3 rides went. So, again, looking to improve his lead, throwing everything into that first turn. Big tail drift. Second move, he floats, climbs the roof again on the third turn, and really swings the tail around to finish that ride off. Just a complete performance with 2 minutes to go. John Florence chasing him down the line now. And look for the big finish here. John knows he needs to do exciting surfing to fetch big numbers, and he goes to the air, and he'll complete the rotation just in front of Adriano. And Jeremy's going to get one too. Drifts the tail, clean floater on the inside. It'll be great to see the start of that wave.
Oh, that wave looked amazing. The surf right now is absolutely pumping. It's crazy. Look at the surface of the water. There is not a breath of wind. Straight up frothing. Gabriel and Maddie Wilkinson as we see Jeremy Flores. Wow, clean wrap. So finally Jeremy hooking up with a nice wave. Big major second maneuver, getting the fins free. Solid third. That could be the highest score of the heat right there. We're looking at a 9.57 from Adriano de Souza. That was on par. And for ADS, he's trying to get rid of an 8.9. He absolutely ripped the bag out of this thing, though. I love how he kind of reconnected on the inside here right when you thought the wave was over. He finishes with this little cheeky snap into the slide with that rail grab. So pretty cool surfing right there from Adriano. He may have bettered that wave.
And you know that wave's going to look good from the judge's perspective. As we see John attacking, this will probably be his best ride, Ross.
Yeah, right there, eyeballing the ramp, looking for it. And that was a couple of waves ago. Got a lot of pop on that air, but just got disconnected. Frothing Gabriel and Maddie Wilkinson as we see Jeremy Flores. Wow, clean wrap. So finally Jeremy hooking up with a nice wave. Big major second maneuver, getting the fins free. Solid third. That could be the highest score of the heat right there. We're looking at a 9.57 from Adriano de Souza. That was on par. And for ADS, he's trying to get rid of an 8.9. He absolutely ripped the bag out of this thing, though. I love how he kind of reconnected on the inside here right when you thought the wave was over. He finishes with this little cheeky snap into the slide with that rail grab. So pretty cool surfing right there from Adriano. He may have bettered that wave.
And you know that wave's going to look good from the judge's perspective. As we see John attacking, this will probably be his best ride, Ross.
Yeah, right there, eyeballing the ramp, looking for it. And that was a couple of waves ago. Got a lot of pop on that air, but just got disconnected.